A Kiss from Heaven by Joseph Mazzella. I am sorry, Joseph. Listen, we all wish for things that will happen after our loved ones have died. We all wish that we could see them. Yet if it's been 5 years or 25 years since they died, it's still like yesterday. And this ache is never going to quite go away. We're going to continue missing them. With Joseph, the ache was there. And on the day that he wrote, he said to me, here's the quote, "My mom fought a heroic 4-year battle against cancer and had cherished each day she had during those years. She was only 55 years old when she left us. Though she was 27 years old, I still miss her every single day. I was still a young man of 25 when she died. I had so much growing and maturing to do. Sadly, I had to do it without her gentle guidance and without her gentle love." Close quote. On the day that Joseph wrote this, he was missing his mom so much. And he went outside to look at the sunrise, and he went out to just to look across the buildings. And as he did, he looked out and he thought, "Oh, I wish Mom was here. I wish Mom was here to see all this. I wish she was standing beside me." And then he wished his mother would see what a kind, loving young woman her granddaughter had turned out to be. And then he was thinking it would be nice if she was here and she could see her 2 grandsons and see how wonderful they turned out. These 2 young men, in spite of their autism and their mental handicaps, had become a source of joy and love to everyone who knew them. He also wished that he could see his mother now, today, 27 years later, to see that he'd become who he had and who he was still striving to be. Still reminiscing, he went back inside and he prepared breakfast for his 31-year-old son who was in the shower. And when he came out and sat down at the table, Joseph looked at him and he went, "Oh dear, you're balding just like your father." Then he looked at his son's face and he thought, "You still look like your grandmother. You have her face, you have her smile." Oh, Joseph bent down. He bent down to kiss his son on the forehead. And I dropped this and I need to say her the quote. So sorry. He said, "When my son smiled at me, I smiled and saw my mother's reflection staring back at me. I bent down and I kissed him on the forehead. And at that very moment, I felt a gentle pressure on my own head. I looked up quickly, but there was nobody there. Still I knew," he says, "still I knew where the kiss came from. I knew in that second my mom was still watching. She was watching over me. She may not have been there, and I may not have been able to hug her, but I could feel her and I knew where the kiss came from." When you're missing those who have gone ahead of you, you have a sense lots of times that they're watching you, and I know I have felt that too. And you know that one day you'll join them in God's never-ending love, joy, and light. I thank you so much for joining me on 25,000 Miracles, and thank you, Joseph, for sending such a beautiful miracle story. I am so glad that God gave you this miracle, Joseph. Come again. Come again. Bye-bye.